Yeah. Practice session with Nikki. This is gonna be one full vlog, minor edits. We're doing the, sorry, that's for the wind noise. We're doing the white belt portion for Moto Jitsu. Right now we're doing the 40-foot circle. So she can slow down just a little bit. I'm sure she'll see this video. But she's doing fine. Oh, she's doing really fine. She's kind of getting used to it. She's counterweighting really well. So it's 3 times in one direction, 3 times in the other. So this is white belt. So she's gonna exit out. She did 3. She's gonna get, oh, there, yep. You got it. All right, so she exited out and she's gonna go in the other way. There you go. Get Nikki back on the bike. You guys been asking about that. She's back on Sunday night before, or Sunday evening before it becomes night. There you go. So I put the cone in the center as a little, you know, like something to help her out with. At some point we'll take that out. But see how she's using her head tilt? It's because she's using the cone as a cue to look that way. But at some point we're gonna take that out because, you know, in real life you don't get that cone. All right. So now she can do the offset weave. The cones are roughly 15 feet apart, lengthwise, and then it's 3 feet offset. So it gets harder and harder and harder. This is white belt. It gets harder in blue belt. It's 5 feet, and then it turns into 7 feet, then 10 feet for black belt. So she's giggling. That's good. That's fine. I don't know what she did. So we just found an empty parking lot. We're gonna practice. There you go. So she could definitely do it a little bit slower because this is a slow speed maneuver, but she's doing really well with the body movement. Very good. We had to ride here, so it was actually really nice. My bike is over there. Say hi, bike. Hi, bike. Oh, let's get back to Nikki. Sorry, it's shaky. I'm using the phone. You guys were asking questions about her. We're training. We're getting there. Moto Jitsu is going to be down here in Tucson next week. Okay? He's going to be here June 8th. That's a hawk. He's going to be here June 8th down here in Tucson with Ride Arizona MTC's range. I'll be down there. We're going to be practicing. He's going to be testing people. Very good, babe. He's going to be testing people for their belts. And I'm just going to be there to have fun. I'll probably just do my blue belt and call it a day. Because I can't get my knee down. I can't get no brown belt with my knee. I can do all the other stuff. She's having fun. We're not doing the, right now, like there's these cones. I think it's like, what, level 3 or level 1? I'm wrong. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, we're not doing the U-turn part. We're going to do that a little bit later. Right now, we're getting her used to getting familiar with the bike. This is like a really good exercise to get familiar with the bike. Because right here, you're going in both directions. I mean, it's a 40-foot circle, you know, diameter circle, which is fine. You know, you can always make it shorter, which is the other belts. But it gets you going, you know, it gets you in a practice mode of having to turn and look. That's what I like about his books. You guys need to check out his book, man. That's where I got all this information from. Nice, handy book. So she's doing that, and it's perfect to get her refamiliarized. Now she's gonna exit out and probably go back in, or she's gonna go to the offset. But you see how she's familiar? Yeah, she's going to the offset. And the offset gets you really familiar with how to like turn that handlebar and turn that, and have to change directions. That's really good. I like how you have to change directions really quick. And remember, this is only 3 foot offset. You can once again make it harder, and all you have to do to make it harder is pull that cone, and then that cone, and push them out a little bit further. You don't have to make them closer or anything like that. You just push them out further, and that's once again in his book. There you go. So you can push it out 5 feet offset, 7 feet offset, 10 feet offset, and you never have to change the distance that they're apart, which is 15 feet. But yeah, she's doing a 40-foot diameter circle. Look at that. She's kicking ass. Once again, next week, guys, June 8th, out at Ride Arizona MTC, where I've been doing all my videos for the my videos. Out on the range, the one that just recently went up, the 10 something something, I can't even remember. I'm trying to focus on her at the same time. Anyways, it's a beautiful range. Go check it out. Ride Arizona MTC. There we go. I think she's good, because I told her when she feels good, we're gonna move on to the next one. Let's see how she feels. How was that?
Good. Made my back sweat.
Your back sweat?
I feel like I could be smoother going in and out, or I should be smoother going in and out of those. I feel like I'm turning the handlebars too much.
That's fine.
How
If you're
smooth
turning,
am I supposed to be going, and I'm not turning the handlebars?
if you go faster, you're gonna have to turn those handlebars quicker.
So it's
If you go slower, you can just do a little bit of body weight and clutch control. But if you're making it, you're making it. Now when it gets harder, it's going to when we make it hard, like more offset, you're gonna have to slow down, because if you go too fast, you might be able to make the first 3, but then the last 3, you've already made so many little errors that it's going to put you way outside, and it's gonna be almost impossible to make that last one.
Right.
So slowing down will help, but right now you got it, you did it. So you want to move on to the it's like a U-turn thing. You want to do that? All right. Off to the next one, boys. We're doing parking spaces. There we go. Okay, so we took down all the other stuff. We're doing parking spaces. This will all make sense. So what we're doing, 1 space, 2 space. This is the white belt version. We're doing what we can with what we got. So she's going in, and she's setting herself up for a U-turn to the left. There you go. Setting yourself up for a U-turn to the right. There we go. Exit all the way out. Normally you'd keep going, but we got that thing in the way. So we can't use these 2 parking spaces for the next one, because you'll run into it. So once again, there you go. You make do with what you got. It's the same principle, same concept. You know, you're at least doing 1 left hand, 1 right hand, 1 left hand. So you're doing a little bit more you're doing more right-handed on these, which is fine. It's the same concept. And if she wants to, she could just reverse order and start where I'm standing and go 2 lefts and 1 right. We're working hard on this. She's feeling way more confident. This is great. That's key. Feeling confident with your bike is key. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Like a pro, boys. I am so immature. Now it's getting a little dark, and it's late in the day. She did drive all day today, so you know, fatigue can set in. So if you start seeing a little bit of mistakes, or you start feeling like you're making mistakes that normally you wouldn't, then it's okay to just stop for the day and start again tomorrow or the next time you can. There you go. Remember to counterweight the opposite side. There you go. So counterweight the opposite side when you're doing your knee out thing for like a high-speed turn. You're turning with your.
My knee is natural.
I know it's natural.
It's going that way when I turn to the front.
It's natural, but remember you need to counterweight to the other side. Okay?
Yeah.
But it's fine, you made this, but once you start making tighter and tighter turns, it's gonna be a lot harder if you have your knee out and you're leaning into the turn on a slow speed turn. Okay? So keep going. Now I want you to go in this way and do that same thing. You see how there's that brick or the median there, and there's a median here? Just go in this way now. So do like 3 or more, and then we'll head home, okay? All right. So just go straight. So now we're just doing the opposite way. So she's going super wide in this one. There we go. Perfect. So she's setting up for the next one. There she goes. Look at that. Look at that. Boy. This is why I say the Honda Rebel 500 or the 300. That's fine. The 300 is a great bike because it's super low. Like, I was surprised how low it was because I sat on it compared to my FTR. There we go. Keep doing that. I like that. She figured out a system. There you go. Not using my gimbal. Oh. So she's in second gear. She's in friction zone, throttle control, all that stuff. So yeah, we can go a little bit slower, but once again, all these things will fix themselves. You just give the concepts and the basics of it, and just go out there and practice. And you start being like, man, I can't make this turn. I can't make this turn. Why? And be like, well, you're supposed to counterlean. Oh, okay, yeah. And they'll try it. And then you start building upon the skills that you're learning. That's fine. Just want her to get confident with it. I'm starting to learn about positive reinforcement. She's doing really well. And these are all things that you learn in class, in a BRC1, BRC2, not necessarily in this type of setup. That's why if you take a BRC1 class or a BRC2 and then you buy Motojitsu's book for 10 bucks, I believe it's 10 bucks. It's cheap anyways. And you can set up your own practices this way. So you just build upon the skills you learn in class with some parking lot stuff. I really think MSF should come up with their own parking lot stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be like some liability type thing with that. But I mean, it's like, and I know that they want you to take classes. They really do, because then you have supervision with a professional and you're not building upon bad habits. But here's the thing, it's like they let you go and they're like, okay, practice. It's like, how, right? Hey, maybe that just leaves it up to us as YouTubers, right, Greg? You got it. So she's in second gear, so she was stalling out real quick. We'll chug. You feel good? One more? My arms are getting tired. It's doing really well. She's figuring out the lean angle. I want to get her opinion on how everything went.
Ooh, I'm sweaty.
Sweaty? How'd it go?
I did a couple fuck ups where I was turning and I pressed the brake and I know I shouldn't have in a turn. It felt chuggy when I wasn't doing the clutch at all. But I think I did good.
How's the turning on this exercise? Did you figure out that speed or going fast is better, is worse? What is it?
Going slow sucks. It makes it hard.
Going slow makes it hard?
Yeah. It makes it more choppy, and I know when I'm going slow, I need to play with the throttle a little bit in order to make it more smooth.
Throttle's clutch. Okay. So friction zone, clutch control, throttle control.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
It makes a huge difference. And then I just gotta remember not to press the brakes. Pull in the brake when I'm turning.
Yeah, don't pull in the brake while you're turning.
I did that, I think, like twice.
I saw that one over there. Yeah.
Yeah, each time, because I was like, oh, going a little too fast for that turn. But when I pulled in the brake, all I could think was, you're gonna crash.
Yeah, don't pull on the brake, you're gonna crash.
Yeah.
Well, did you like it? You have fun?
Yeah, I think it feels good.
This is Moto Jitsu's thing. You like the exercises?
Yes, I do. I think they're really fun.
All right.
They're easy.
You're gonna go practice with us next weekend, or are you gonna be?
If we get to practice again this week, maybe.
Okay. Well, he's coming down.
I know.
Okay.
Maybe.
Cool. Yay.
Yay!